Good day from Alaska. It's a little bit past 10. My internet setup connecting to YouTube was not working right away, but it's working now. Anyways, a little bit after 10. It's a good morning here in Alaska. The sun is out partly. Good morning of fishing. I got 3 pinks, 1 great big one, and I got 1 sockeye. So there's plenty of, there's still sockeye in the river, there's pinks, there's silvers. Live is good. Let's get some more fish here. I'm gonna fish this part of the dock this morning. Sometimes I do better down on the corner, and sometimes I do better on this corner. Either one, I like it when I can bring the rod past the dock. I can get a longer sweep to floss for salmon. Oh, there's one. Fish on! Oh, fish off! There we had one for a little bit. Ah, the hook is dull too. You better change the hook. It's really important to have a sharp hook. So I'm excited. My son Reuben Jr. is here. His fiance Nikki and Eli and Jacob. Yesterday they went hiking up to Ski Loop Road. They hiked Kitten Lake. You turn on the Ski Loop Road. It's not far down that road. On the south end, on the left hand side is where that hike is. So they went early. My son Reuben Jr. wanted to show to go to town at park in town here. On Wednesdays they have bands. So they came back, went hiking early, came back and went to the Swiftwater Park, I believe it is. The one along the river right in Soldotna before you get down to the bridge. There's bands and there's quite a few tents set up with people selling stuff, and they're also selling different kinds of food. I think they had some fried Oreos, and so it's fun to walk through. And then they have a band. I think it's done at 8 o'clock at night. All right, let's get a salmon here. And then they came back, ate dinner. We came down and fished. Jacob caught some pinks. Nikki, I don't know if she got one or not. I know she was really wanting to get one. And Reuben Jr. was netting. I'm really excited to find out today on the regulations on silver fishing. Today's the 15th, tonight at midnight, 12:01. On the 16th, if the regulations don't change, I'll check. We can use eggs to float for silvers, and I'll be doing that tomorrow if the regulations don't change on that. Right now it's just single hook spinners till the end of the month. But if we can float eggs in the morning, that's going to be, there's silvers in here, that's going to be fun fishing to float those eggs down through all. We'll be doing that in the morning. The silvers love those salmon eggs. could have put them. Oh, got a rock. Not too often I catch a rock, but there is a rock, and I hooked it. That doesn't happen very often. Special rock, I guess. Come here. I'll save that one. It's got little holes in it where the hook could catch it. I won't need it, but I'll save it. Yesterday I went and got the hose and the 10-pound propane tank to hook up to my mister heater to keep me warm in the back of the Sherp when I'm camping during moose hunting. I picked up a nice little 22 rifle for to take with moose hunting. If we have a slow day and there's grouse around, we may hunt some grouse. And my water filtration came that I can take water out of a mud hole or a stream and filter it so I have safe drinking water. See, Jacob and Eli were up already. I didn't see Reuben Jr. and Nikki yet. They're on vacation, so they're sleeping in a little bit. Fish, oh. Could have been a snake. I thought it was a fish, but it probably was a snake. My neighbor is trying to call. Hey Peter, I'll call you back after live stream. I don't think he knows I'm live streaming. Probably wants a report on the fishing. Well, it's still good. No silvers yet this morning, but 1 sockeye, 3 pinks. Should see this pink I got. This male pink. It's a huge one. It's got a big back. Some of these get pretty big and they get that hump on the back and they get those teeth on the snout so they can fight to fertilize eggs. Dominance. Now I got slime on my hands. There's lots of pinks in the river. It's usually not very hard to get pinks. I don't know why I'm not connecting right now. Give me just a little bit. Sometimes they're coming through and sometimes they're not. Oh, I thought I felt one there. Pinks are fun to catch too. I was casting this morning with the single hook spinner, and the pinks actually, oh, that's the snake. The pinks actually bite that, follow that. Maybe I'll bring the casting rod out in a little bit. I can get them frothing also. I do know the sockeyes don't bite on that spinner. So the reason I'm frothing right now is to get more of a chance to get a sockeye yet. let me get that single hook rod out and see if I can cast for one, get one. I'll throw the spinner out and see if I can get a pink that way. I do live streaming from 10 to 10:30 Alaska time, 10 to 10:15 daily. Well, they're one just surface, so I know they're in here. One thing when you get them with a spinner, if they bite on that, they chase it, you always get them in the mouth, so they're legal to keep. Wants to talk, I guess. He's just gonna have to wait. Neighbor across the river is probably curious if I'm catching any silvers or not. I'll talk to him after we get done with the live stream. He's a good neighbor. He watches my place when I'm not here, or when I am here. And now it's time for the joke of the day. Do you know what kind of music that bubbles hate? Bubbles, like you blow bubbles? Pop music. Ha ha! Pop, you get it? Pop. All right, we're going back to clothing again. This isn't working either. That's why it's called fishing. I'll give her my best skills here. I got some already. There's a snag. Looks like the water may have gone back down a little bit, and it's not quite as silky as it was 3-4 days ago after all that rain. Huh. Well, what's going on here? Try it down here a little bit. Fish on, yeah, look at that fish. Whoa! Look at that. That's a good hook too. Yes! Come over here by the net. Looks like a sockeye. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a sockeye. That's a keeper. It's a nice sockeye here. Probably Russian River, it's a little bit smaller, that's all right. The Russian River sockeye are a little bit smaller than the Kenai sockeye, but there's nothing wrong with them. This one's even got sea lice on them, a couple sea lice, so that's a pretty fresh fish out of the ocean. When they have sea lice on them yet, usually the sea lice come off into fresh water from the salt water. Fish on. Oh shoot, that's not a one I want. That's a carcass. Stinky fish. I'm excited for silver fishing. Those eggs, if the regulations allow it. I'm gonna check into it today. I'll be walking, putting the eggs in with the bobber up there on the end of the dock, and then letting the current float the bobber right out in front down. Fish on! Fish on! Boy, he's holding tight down low. Oh. A big pink. Release this one, this fall hook. It's a big male, big hump on the back. Some of those big pinks have a lot of pull. They're pretty big. They have a lot of, especially if you happen to foul hook them in the back, it's hard to pull them out of the water. Doll hook. It's been an amazing sockeye run, reds this year on the Kenai River. More fish in the river. Cut off a little bit of the line so I slide these weights up every time. So I have 4 to 6 feet lead from my weights to the hook. All right, let's catch another fish right by the mouth. Oh, there I felt one. Oh, shit. All right, one more fish, one more. felled another one. I have another snag. There's a snag in there that keeps better stay away from that snag. I think it's it dulls my hook. Stay on this side of the snag or the other side. There was a fish. I think this fish here, this one with the big hump, is going to go get buried in my garden for fertilizer. The rest of them are good though. Well, what the... Well, I think that's about all for today. I love fishing. If you like this video, please share, like, and subscribe. Yes!